Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another special edition of Speak On It Podcast Post Game Live. We are recapping the Western Conference Finals, Game 4, Warriors, Mavericks. We may actually have a series. Don't know yet. Might have just been a flash in the pan, but we're going to discuss that with the panel. I'm going to bring them in. I've got the Mad Producer, Podcast Poppy in the building.
Warriors in 5 is still alive. We got it, baby. The grind doesn't stop. Hoochie Daddy Summer's here. Thighs out, chest out. Let's go.
Got my man Breezy in the building.
Hey, man. I'll name myself later. My takes is starting to go away slowly but surely. But hey, that's what happens. It's fine.
And on a special night tonight, usually having them for the Eastern Conference Finals, but showing his well-rounded skills as all-around NBA analyst, our Boston correspondent, Blackhart, is back in the building tonight.
Yeah. Fuck you, French. Y'all know the fuck you at. I'm still scoping you out, bro. Even though I wasn't even around for 2 episodes, but somehow you was on the last one. Sus. Big time. But I'll see you for Game 5 tomorrow on Wednesday. So I'll sacrifice my AEW Dynamite just to make sure that I'm here.
Who's going to break the news to him?
Yeah, I got to get pissed off on the Midwest March tomorrow, too. So I would be a busy man tomorrow night. So you'll catch me everywhere. Yes, sir.
Break the news to him, Mike.
We are not having a post-game live tomorrow night.
Damn, Mike, you should have told me this shit earlier, bro.
There's no post-game live.
You were getting your shit off. We had to let you get your shit off.
I know.
Set up. Okay, fine.
Going
so let's just start
on
this
a
off,
road trip tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to the Yankee game tomorrow.
A road trip to Ohio.
No, we're going to the Yankee game tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yankees? Oh, yeah. I forgot y'all in New York is up there.
They have the best team in baseball.
Let's not get into this, Dylan. Please not.
Hey, you're on a pod full of Yankees. You're on a pod full of
Yankees. Fuck about y'all fucking wheeling and dealing want to be 1776 motherfuckers. But I'll say that for another time. But kudos. I mean, okay, let me just get straight to the point. This Heat and Celtics series, as I told y'all, it was going to be similar to that Milwaukee Bucks series. Somehow they're going to be jabbing back and forth. It's a haymaker moment. The next one, Game 5, tomorrow, is pivotal for both sides. And then now you're doing it in Miami. Who needs it more? Of course, a bunch of y'all New Yorkers are going to be going against me, so screw y'all on that, maybe except for Dylan. Mm-hmm. He and I guess, are the only two that's picking the Celtics to win in 7, but everyone else trying to write us off in 6. Don't know about that, sir. But then again, it already depends if Robert Williams plays and Marcus Smart plays. Those are the only 2 main essential pieces that are still questionable. So if they do play, or at least one out of 2 play, it's going to be really down to no foul shots. Referees are going to try to get in the fucking way. The crowd's going to be mega amped for this matchup because obviously it's either win or go home. And you don't want to be down 2 games and then you got to go really on to a Game 7. So we're going to see what tomorrow brings. So if anything, I don't know, man. Some people got to get physically hurt tomorrow.
Some people have been getting hurt every game.
Some people need to get physically hurt tomorrow.
You be careful. You got a guy made out of glass bones and paper skins.
But if that much of an important matchup for both teams, it's going to get physical tomorrow. That's why I'm saying that.
You got to be careful. You're the biggest hope for you guys' win right now is Time Lord, and he's every other game kind of guy.
So is Tyler Hero. Right now. So is Tyler Hero too.
Time Lord literally has played every other game.
What's the deal with Time
now?
Lord?
Depending on the injuries between a couple of the people on the Heat, they got to dig in deeper. You know what I'm saying? Now they're going to have to really
Robert Williams is literally the key to your guys' victory because he keeps Bam from dominating down there. Because the 2 games Robert Williams didn't play, Bam played really, really well. Yeah. But then when Bam plays, he controls the paint and he turns Bam into a jump shooter.
Well, we'll have to wait and see tomorrow night. Well,
Time Lord is the one.
He's
And then he'll end up
also
winning
serious.
But
the
also
Eastern Conference
Marcus though
Finals
too.
MVP.
But also Marcus too. So it really varies.
I think y'all could win without Marcus more than you guys can win without Time Lord in the series. As important as Marcus Smart is, Time Lord in this series is significantly more valuable.
Well,
Yeah.
basically, you already ran it off face of Horford though.
Yeah, because of his how effective.
That's not me spitting in Horford's face. It's better for Horford to have Time Lord to be there, because then Horford could come off the bench and be the same guy.
Yeah.
I love Al Horford.
Rest. Give each other rest.
I'm a big Al Horford guy. De lo mío. He's Dominican. It's my guy. But hey,
Mike, you're done with the pod already. Like and subscribe.
Well, it's good to put that up there at all times. At all times. Like and subscribe.
When he wants to.
But
when he wants to. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see though. So let's go. Let's go. This is more going to be
let's
serious.
Had an interesting game again tonight. Dallas with the 119-109 win, staying alive, dragging this out until Thursday. Good for them.
Dallas finally having the role players show up.
Finally had someone other than Luka perform.
What the fuck would I've been telling y'all?
Finally had
the role win this game by himself.
It's good.
He's not gonna win the series by himself, so they need to do that on a consistent basis. But you see that happen tonight. But they did it in their own court.
I don't think these role players are gonna do the same thing back at the Bay.
Hell no. It's gonna flop.
Even still,
so bad.
A 10-point game. The Mavs almost lost this game.
They almost.
The Mavs
they almost lost this game.
Like they really were trying to lose.
So we really don't feel like going to Game 5. We didn't want to go to San Fran. Fuck this. Because you already know, because you already know Charles Barkley even said it right afterwards. It's like, I gotta go and pack my suit. Fuck, man. Like I wasn't trying to go over with the San Francisco. That's what I do. Like, Chuck's a big ass hater, bro. But it is what it is.
Gotta fly all the way over there just to lose and come home.
Just to lose and come back. Yeah. Like, fuck, man. All this shit for TV ratings. Like, y'all really that desperate?
Yo, the playoffs have had like some of the highest ratings in a long time.
Of course,
in a long time, which is
new
really cool to see. New faces, none of these super teams that are really sitting here like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
there's no overpowered team. There's no team
you got some of the upsets too. That you have the audience like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that to kind of come into play, especially for the Phoenix Suns and for Milwaukee too. People was automatically gonna be foreshadowing that rematch again.
Not this guy. I've been plotting on Milwaukee's downfall all year.
It
wasn't me. Yeah.
Ooh, see?
Plotting on him all year. Knew that shit was fake.
Come to light.
But when it comes to this game, Golden State almost came back. Jonathan Kuminga was a problem. Him in that fourth quarter was absolutely ridiculous. Where he almost brought him back by himself. And Golden State also, like, besides Clay having a game of 12 points, still shot 50%, and Steph getting only 20 points, their guys showed up to play today. Like, Draymond got his 10, 6, 6. Wiggins got 13, 5, 1, even though if they need Wiggins to score like 20, 25 if they want to like win by a good margin. But when you get a Kuminga 17 piece, a Jordan Poole 14, and a Moses Moody 10, like Moses Moody getting 10 and Kuminga getting 17 are not numbers that you've seen in this series.
Nope, unless they're playing from behind and then they got to go deeper in that bench. Hey, listen, man, some new faces. Go get some minutes.
Everybody got some burn today.
To see what Steve Kerr can actually cook up and be like, okay, I can use that for our next game, just in case, whatever. So at least I know what they're capable of.
But Dallas, you get Luka who gives you his 30. You get Dorian Finney-Smith who gives you 23, 6, and 2. Reggie Bullock, 60% from 3. 60% from the field, because that's all he shot today. 6 for 10 with 18 points, 15 for Brunson, 13 for Kleber, and then Dinwiddie gives you 10, 3, and 8. Like, you got everything you could ask for out of your team. There's literally not much more you can ask for.
This has to go down in the very next game.
Like, it sucks that they have to go to the bed.
Have Luka going off for 45, and Bronson or Dinwiddie's going to have to at least go for 25 to 30.
Yeah, because
in order to at least be able to have at least close to 100-point game.
Like, I don't see Finney Smith having this game again, but or Bullock shooting 60% from
hell
free
no.
Field. Like, that's tough. It's a shame that they got this win in the last game they're going to play in Dallas. It would have been nice if they would have had this win in game 3 to have that momentum. But going back to Golden State to play a team that didn't play great but will play great at home, it's preventing the inevitable just a little bit.
Yes, it is.
I think
y'all Golden State fans, y'all going to be parking y'all cars, doing some crazy shit on Thursday. Now, I'm about to be the one to hear about Friday morning.
It's going to be lit outside that arena tomorrow night.
San Fran is going to be lit the whole weekend because it's Memorial Day weekend as well.
It is. You're absolutely right.
That whole weekend is going to be
nothing short all weekend long.
E40. My man, too short, blow the whistle all weekend. All weekend. I think
Big
Golden
Mike,
State,
you look more like an E40 to me, man. Stop playing with yourself.
I like E40. I do like E40.
Now so I should be expecting him with a little fancy little cast with a toothpick in his mouth. That should be every time we come on this pod now. Like, I'm B Mike or
just
B
start
or
making up words.
M40. No, M40. That's what it is.
M40.
M40. Start
M40.
making up words left and right.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, Mike, you can do that shit with Cyber. And, all day, every day, just to piss him off.
Anything that pisses Cyber off makes me happy.
I don't think Cyber watches this, but if he does, at least he'll get a warning shot.
He might. He is on my Twitch, so he definitely got the notification, but he's a hater. But I was about to say, I think Golden State got enough offense tonight. Actually, the problem that they had tonight was their defense. Giving up 120 points is just not going to do it.
I didn't think they were going to play Bielitsa this series, and then they fucking did. Like, that's wild to me.
And he came in and, he got 4 points. Got a couple buckets, 3 rebounds. 3 assists.
Part-timer?
He came out and did something.
He's not a defender there. That's a weird one. He's one of those guys where I'd be like, yeah, you're not going to get burned. But
so he's basically like our Scalabrine from the past.
Yeah, but Scalabrine
was listen, man, we love Scalabrine, period.
Because he was the mascot. If
White
he came
Mamba.
in the game,
White Mamba.
It only took one game to try to get that to happen. But
my favorite Brian Scalabrine
quote was only for like like 20 games.
I have 2 moments. I have Brian Scalabrine quote, and then I have a press conference. My favorite Brian Scalabrine quote is, "I'm closer to LeBron James than you are to me." Talking about just the random average everyday person. And then he got asked after the 2008 title what it's like to win a championship and not have played a single minute.
Damn.
And he's sitting there like it was a press conference after they won the title. He came up to the podium with the trophy and towels and all that stuff. They're like, "What's it like winning a title? You didn't play a single minute." And he's like, "It doesn't even matter. I'm a champion." He's like, "Who knows? My grandkids, when I'm going to tell my kids that I played in this, and then who knows? Like when my grandkids get here, I'm going to tell them I was the Finals MVP. Like who cares? Like nobody's going to remember that I didn't play in this series." I'm like, "Go ahead, Scal. That's a New Jersey net legend, Brian Scalabrine to you."
What Mamba?
But man, I didn't think Bielitsa was going to help on defense, and that they played him for 15 minutes. And go ahead, man, do your thing. But he had a plus 18. Good for him. But
yeah, good for him.
Wiggins did not have the Wiggins night that I thought he was going to have, because we've been spoiled this series with some good Andrew Wiggins play, which is not something I've really been accustomed to seeing in his career. And Andrew Wiggins was slowly approaching that. Hey, if he puts up like another 20-point game and plays pretty solid defense on Luka, he's going to win this Western Conference MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Because Luka scored 30, but he shot 10 for 26.
Yeah, he had to work for it tonight.
So
then he got a knee in that
stupid award, but
area.
When you look at it, he's a guy who could get it, who might get it.
I don't know.
And then they're going to end up using that in legacy awards. This guy is a Western Conference MVP, Finals MVP.
They are going to start using that.
It's the stupidest thing.
I don't know.
It's that participation award bullshit.
I think Steph is still on pace. Steph is still on pace to win this award, I think.
Here's a quick question for you. What happens if the Golden State Warriors win this title and Steph doesn't get Finals MVP?
And what did they give it to? Either Wiggins or what did they give it to?
And they give it to Wiggins, or they give it to Jordan Poole.
Or Jordan Poole would be another prime example, because he's been the third person to kind of step into that role and become the third star now.
So do we start talking about Steph differently if he wins another Finals but doesn't get a Finals MVP?
That'd be bittersweet.
Not for me, but I could see the narrative.
But then again, if you're already a multi-time MVP yourself, the chances are you really wouldn't give a shit. The fact that you are another time NBA champion, and look at the lineup compared to what you had from the lineup before you last won. You could tell who was the X factor in those teams.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Iggy was one.
You should have won in 15 instead of Iguodala. But
hey man, but Iggy, man, he put in that work, man. I'm sorry, man. I gotta put that one for
We
Iggy,
know why.
He did. He really did put up
did
that.
He?
And it was because of that block that he got on LeBron James. That was the one that sealed it. He automatically won that one.
LeBron averaged a 30-point triple-double.
But how many times have LeBron have done that, though?
But, for the series.
I get that, though. But still.
On, 50, 40, 90 splits.
Yeah, I get that, though. But still, the media, the media almost don't want LeBron to be going to the finals.
Andre Iguodala averaged
type shit that they always root against the other team. Somehow, coincidentally, you had Golden State that was in that loop that was red hot at that time.
Fatigue. That is
LeBron had a more of a legitimate argument of winning Finals MVP that year than Iguodala did.
We're so tired of you being great that we have to find a reason.
Yeah, we gotta give it to somebody else. And basically, you gotta take a step back, King. That's basically what the media has said. That's basically what the committee is saying to your top star of your brand, of your
sport. Once you win one, it's very hard for you to win another one. And I firmly believe the only reason Jokic won again this year is because of the injuries that happened last year. And it was kind of okay, here. No. But this year he earned it. For sure.
I do think if your hypothetical was to happen, Dylan, I actually agree. But I think Steph Curry is the kind of guy that really doesn't.
He don't care.
As long as they win, he really could.
But the talking heads are gonna be like, well, he's got 4 rings, but he was never the best player on a finals team because he never won the finals MVP.
Which is
that may keep him out of
the big shit.
That upper room to some people.
But then other people who have watched those games will say totally different. No, this means just
they forget context.
No, yeah, but people would be like, this is one set of people, one set of 12 people at the table versus millions of people that watches this shit vividly will tell you differently. But no, that motherfucker deserved it way more than this person. Why? Because of this. And they will actually break it down for you before these guys can even say their own piece, which is sad.
Yeah, but it's all about context. And when you talk about legacy and in finals, context gets completely lost. Because nobody, you remember the result, you don't remember how it was achieved.
Mm-hmm.
It's because that's what history tells you, right? If you're into an argument at a bar or at school or whatever, and you just pull up Google, you'll just get numbers in front of you. You won't get exactly what was on it, because then you'll click on the numbers, you'll click on the team, you'll see everything that was in front of you on that team, even though like there's probably 4 major injuries that don't get spoken of.
Yep.
That's where context gets thrown out the window.
Yep. Or in history too, when it comes to us and our upbringing. But this ain't a safe zone to do that here tonight, though, folks.
Especially when it comes to that guy LeBron, content doesn't matter. Context doesn't matter with him. So.
He does. He's not allowed context for whatever reason, but everybody else is. But that's not what we're talking about.
Apparently,
yeah. We talk about me getting this game 4 right. I just want to hear from.
If we're going like for real here, me picking Warriors in 5 means I also got this game right. Because they had to win this game to force a game 5.
I mean, I have Warriors in 6, so I'm still right too.
I have Miami in 6. I'm still right there too.
And that's the guy. Celtics in 7. Fuck y'all, motherfuckers.
So what are you saying, Dylan? Because it sounds like we're all still right.
No, I'm going to be more right because the Warriors are winning in game 5. Like, you don't really get much more right than being like spot on.
So I guess I don't have to actually.
Unless more unfortunate accident happens and it causes to go into a game 6.
Well, Charles Barkley said something that I completely agreed with on the post game. We all expect Golden State to win, but if they lose game 5 and have to come back to Dallas for game 6,
then we're looking scary.
Then this starts to get real interesting.
So they're going to do exactly what they did against the Suns in the last series.
Which literally turns into my
play from behind, come all the way back, tie 3-3 until it goes out to a game 7 situation.
Where like before this series started, I was like, "Yo, this series is actually like either going to be like an absolute ass whooping going the way of Golden State, or the Mavs are going to force it to 7." There's no in between. There's no world where I think the Mavs win in 6 or 5 or 4 ever. There was never any of that. The only way Dallas was winning this series is if it got to 7. So if Golden State doesn't win game 5, then you got to start looking a little scared there, Steve Kerr.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put something together because you got to put them away because then you go back to Dallas.
Because then it also depends on how they lost game 5. If they lose game 5 close, then we might be like, oh, if the ball bounces this way or Golden State does something different. But if they get blown out,
the last seal play can just seal the deal for them, give them no hope.
If they get blown out in game 5, which again I highly doubt.
Come on, Mike. Like come on, Mike. Who you thinking? Like
you telling me
that to the Golden State Warriors playing in their home court. When have you ever seen them get blown out in their home court in the modern day era?
A week ago.
Yeah, last week.
A week ago. To a short
season, but okay.
Short-handed Memphis team. So I mean, just like I said, yeah, they blew them out in Golden State.
I think I probably remember that.
Yeah,
I'll think about the one that they did in Memphis. Shit, but that was the
Golden State has got their asses handed to them this postseason.
Yeah,
and James can attest. I said this Golden State team kind of plays to their competition. They like to play with their food. Like to just toy around, hot dog, do. And then when they wake up and they go, oh, wait a minute. We need to actually play.
Yeah,
then we see the Warriors
to step on these boys' necks tonight. That's why
they're supposed to step on these boys' necks tonight. So
let's see if Steph's got it in him.
Let's see if they gave Luka, if they gave Luka some hope. Because
Luka's the guy. Luka's that
next
one thing carry your team on your back guy.
Yeah, they have a guy that can win a game by himself. And what you don't want is to get to a game 7 where that guy can win the game by himself. Although, like I said, I'm still more afraid of Golden State in a game 7 because Golden State can literally.
To be fair, I don't even know if we even get a chance to get to game 7 because game 6 Clay is a thing.
The key question would be who would have the most pressure in that situation, Golden State or the Mavericks in the game 7 situation, Western Conference Finals.
If this series goes 7, all the pressure in the world is on Golden State.
Yeah.
If this series goes 7, they're going to be tight. They're going to be tight, and that building's going to be tight because, listen, don't let Dallas get out to a 10-point lead in the first quarter. It's going to be awfully quiet.
Fuck a 10-point lead. It did go out to like a 15+. And they get the far ahead in the first quarter, and Golden State got to fight all the way back, even throughout 2 quarters. 2.5 quarters, if you want to think about it. Then yes, they are. Then they'll really want to lose that game. But normally for them, Steph, when it comes to clutch shots and shit like that, it's like asking Ray. Bad comparison. Would I trust Luka or Steph the ball in the hands if it comes down to it? I can't. I can't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm like, I can't.
Luka has the ball in his hands because
they both are capable of doing that. So
I'm just assuming the ball's going in.
Based on scenario,
for both,
it's going to be based on that fucking scenario. What happens in the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes? That's what's going to decide the game.
Because Luka can size you up, bring you inside.
He's a
bag of body, fade away.
Ain't no one
got a bag.
Get the perfect body to really go 1-on-1 against him, and it will switch off that way either. So, and again, Steph can just say, "Fuck it, I don't need to take the shot. Just pass it to someone else and just let them just get the foul, and hopefully that we get an 1. That too.
James
Harden. He won't take the last shot. It easy be Clay, but then again, yeah. That's a coin flip to ask for.
Tonight's game, I felt like the Mavs jumped ahead early. I felt like what is it? You get a lot of games that look like closeouts, and you get this feeling like the NBA is just saying, you know what, we need to get one more out of this series because whatever the case may be, ratings or something like that, and you'll see the calls just get hit. The way the calls go just isn't in one team's favor. That's how I felt watching that game. I felt there was a lot of like sketchy calls and sketchy non-calls, but at the end of the day, it's a business, and I feel like they're gonna try to get as many series as possible to game 7 if they can. So that's how I felt about it when watching. I just felt like that
Scott Foster.
There's a lot of calls. He was he there tonight?
I don't know if he was there tonight, but
he wasn't there tonight.
He will definitely be there.
Yeah.
If Dallas wins tomorrow, he'll definitely be there for game 6.
Yeah, he might be at the next Boston Celtics.
Well,
Miami,
he was at the last. He was at the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he'll be at that one.
Yeah, but
Boston 2-1 against Scott Foster this year.
Man, but nonetheless, it seemed like the Warriors were making a push to come back and actually steal the game from the Mavs, but soon as they got within 10, 12 points, you will see you see the Warriors get caught up in a physical play, no call, and then on the other end, you'll see the Mavs hit a 3 or get 2 buckets or something like that, and then next thing you know, they're back up 18. And it's like, all right, they were getting close to closing in, but now that's gone. So that's how I felt.
And there's a hole in the roof.
I was just about to say, Dylan, the most interesting part of this game was we had a rain delay.
Yeah, we had a rain delay.
And then you caught that shot of Mark Cuban looking real pissed off. Like
they had people in the rafters.
Somebody's getting fired.
Yeah, people in the rafters trying to seal up the crack and shit.
Towels on the floor. to make sure it didn't get everywhere.
I'm like, yo,
what a wild
Cuban,
sight.
you're a billionaire. And you mean something that you can't keep up to date with your stadium?
That's somebody getting fired tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
somebody's getting fired.
Lil Wayne's probably send out a tweet right now. It's like, how you a billionaire, but yeah, you can't keep maintenance and shit like that and check in your own arena.
He texted the supervisor, "Tell George not to come in tomorrow."
He's fired.
Tell him to clean out his cubby. He's out of here.
Terminated.
He's out of here.
If I see that motherfucker, I'm gonna punch him in his face. Tell him to clear out his cubby and don't say anything to me.
Don't say nothing.
Like, damn. What an embarrassment for the franchise. And how rare, because, like, when does it ever rain in Dallas?
Yeah. Yeah, so, they you would have thought it was Southern California, you know. It never rains in Southern. But yeah, Dallas was getting poured out. And it was looking like it was going to be the Miami Heat Spurs series all over again when they was getting the Heat with the ACs.
Oh, when the air conditioner
Warriors
broke, that was
up. I was like, oh man, this is the Heat and Spurs all over again.
That was nonsense. That was ridiculous. So who we got? So we will not be here tomorrow. So we got to make these predictions.
Miami.
Miami.
We know who you're picking. And we know who you're picking.
Shut the fuck up, man. Yo, M40, shut the fuck up. Drink your 40. Just leave me the fuck alone, okay? I'm going with my C's. I don't care what you guys say.
Who are we picking in this Dallas Golden State? Does Dallas do it?
No.
Warriors and in the Bay or San Francisco.
And E40 is going to be courtside, just going.
Ooh, those too short.
I actually agree with that. I think Golden State's. I think Dallas will fight for about 3 quarters, and then Golden State will pull away in the 4th.
I think it's going to be much like most of these playoff games have been. I think Golden State's going to take an early lead and it's going to hold it. It's going to be like a 15 to 20 point game. If you gave me a spread, I'd say 16.5.
Over?
Yeah.
Under.
Warriors minus 16.5. So they have to win at least by 16.5. Anything over is good. Anything 16 points or lower would be a L. But I think they win by 17 plus.
Mm-hmm.
No. That's gonna smell like Steph's gonna go off for 35, Clay's gonna go off for 26, 27. Draymond's going to try to at least get a double-double or at least close to
Draymond gives you 10, 8, and 8. Wiggy gives
Jordan Poole is definitely going to have to give you at least 21 to 24 points, and Wiggins going to have at least 15.
And if all of that happens, they're going to run Dallas.
And that's my prediction for each and every stat of them. If that spread happens, that's the way that I'm going to have to see each player have to play. I
feel like I don't know what the line is because I feel like the line is too soon for it to come out because the game just ended. But if that line is anything but like realistically, if Vegas probably has it at probably like 9.5, 10, I'm like that's a steal. Like I'd take that.
I think it's gonna also be like how I'm crying about the Mavs and Warriors game tonight and how the calls were kind of suspicious. I feel like you're going to see that in the next game for the Warriors, though. You're going to see them just like not getting many calls for the Mavs just to be like, all right.
Just close it out in the Bay. Yeah, just get it over with.
That's it. This game's over. Sorry.
Good season, guys. Good season.
Yeah.
You did well, Luka. But not quite.
Stop holding on. Just let
get another superstar next to you, then come back.
If they do, Dallas will be a problem.
I've been saying this. This one person is not going to win you this series. So, listen. I've been said this already. I've been said it, but we move on.
Well, there's nothing to move on to.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Quick one. I've got the like and subscribe there for you now, James. It's okay to put it there for you.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, I know that, Brooklyn.
Like,
share, subscribe, notifications bell, stay up to date, and leave a comment below. Well, tell us what you think about the episode and everything.
Blackheart, you got the solo.
Okay, so on me. Blackheart, head honcho, OTTR, off the top roast podcast. Season finale week, man. We got a bunch of shit for y'all. Season finale of the commission talk will be later on Wednesday afternoon, 5 o'clock live, Eastern Standard Time. We'll have some of the funny clips from the previous commission shows and everything like that. And before we wrap that up, the WrestleNary season finale Thursday live, 8:30 p.m. The Winner's Circle. Big Mike's gonna be part of it. Who's gonna walk out as your season 5 WrestleNary champion? Belts still need to be designed, and then the season finale weekend, last week of wrestling live at 10:15, and I'll have the watch party for AEW's Double or Nothing for Sunday 7:30. So season 6, we on the road with it, ladies and gentlemen. Bigger and bad things in store. So I gotta say, till then, I bid y'all adieu. Fuck you, Mike. You ain't shit, bitch. I mean M40, whatever.
All right. So, like I said, I'll name myself later. We got this upcoming game to probably further my predictions. We're looking to see if Miami can take next game and then win the next game in Boston as well to keep my prediction alive, which is Miami in 6. Sorry, Blackheart. But for the next game with the Warriors and Mavs, that game's over. That series is over. That's just what it is. Series is over. They got a bailout tonight, but the series is supposed to be over tonight. So that's what it is. But that's my take.
Okay. Good podcast Poppy.
_podcast Poppy _ on all social media platforms. Hoochie Daddy Summer. Show your thighs, show your chest. We're out here. Make these bitches jealous.
Looking like he's straight from his cell, folks. Straight from his cell.
Hey, man. It's Spanish as fuck.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Shout out, thank you to the platforms that we're on. We're on Twitch, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, StreamYard, the whole shebang. Follow us, leave a comment. We'll get back to it. Like I said, there'll be no post-game live tomorrow. But Thursday, we should be back and better than ever.
Maybe.
And then we'll see how this weekend goes because I will be out of town. But we may not have games for this weekend anyway, so it may not matter.
Will give me more time to edit all the bullshit.
Edit some stuff. Make sure you tune in for the Speak On It NBA Finals preview show next Tuesday. We're going to have tons of special guests. And yeah, that's all I got. And other than that, we will bid you a good night.
Let's go, Yankees.